when you see something, you have to source it. You have to check and then check again. You should triple check that one.
Yeah,
triple check.
That's one. We went from Walter Cronkite, basically, to this guy Joe Rogan, who believes in dragons.
So you call Joe Rogan this guy, and you want people to believe that he's somehow crazy for believing in dragons? I think another lawsuit. No, I think Joy Behar will be reading the next. How do they call it? This thing that they gave Sonny Liston to Hoisting to read, disclaimer about, oh, that was not actually what Joe Rogan said. It's coming soon, the next episode.
Welcome back. Did you know that nearly 40% of young Americans get their news from social media influencers?
Instead of you?
Who skew towards the right, according to a new Pew report.
Pew.
There's also been a mass exodus from Elon Musk's social media site X.
They don't even know why they're clapping.
Over to the new site Blue Sky. So if this is the young generation's mainstream media, does it just intensify the echo chamber that is already cable news?
Well, I'd like to do a little PSA that just because you saw it on one of these social media sites does not make it true.
Right. Did you know that?
Circulating posts and then having people say, is that real? Like, when you see something, you have to source it. You have to check and then check again. And it doesn't matter who sent it to you or who you're looking at and thinking, oh, this person's right. A lot of the time, we've got AI, we've got a massive misinformation and disinformation campaign. It is the #1 near-term fear of the Global Economic Forum. People want us divided, and they aren't just here in this country. They're foreign adversaries who are infiltrating our social media because it is prudent for us to stay that way. But so when you see something that really pisses you off, you should triple check that one.
Yeah,
triple check.
That's why people like our show, because they know that we are checked by ABC News.
Okay.
But
We're checked by everybody.
yeah, I mean, if
We are checked by everybody. You just said a lie about dragons, and you said you triple checked it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyway, we'll watch the clip later what Joe Rogan actually said, and you make your decision or your own conclusions in the comment section.
that's why people like our show, because they know that we are checked by ABC News. But
We're checked by everybody.
yeah, I mean, if we're wrong, we have, you know, the legal note here.
Watch everybody.
Yeah, it was a legal note I was trying to talk about. Joy Bear will be reading her own very soon.
Faces here.
We went from Walter Cronkite, basically, to this guy Joe Rogan, who believes in dragons. I checked it. He believes in dragons. He believes in dragons.
Did you triple source that?
Yes, I did. And he also thinks that dragons, like I guess like dinosaur type of animals, roamed the earth when people did. So this is the type of really, really bad information that's going.
You know what I'm really fascinated with is things that existed like only in myth, but that every culture has, like dragons. Like I had this guy, Forrest Gallant. He's a wildlife biologist, and he thinks that there's a real possibility that dragons were an actual thing. And that...
Well, when they have lived, like when dinosaurs were around?
No, they lived alongside humans. That's why there's all these records and all these different cultures. And, you know, there's Chinese culture has dragons, Japanese culture has dragons, ancient Europeans have dragons. Like dragon is not a fire breathing. That seems to be bullshit. But maybe even...
What kind of, like, what would their purpose be?
Well, they're probably like a crocodile that flies. There was probably like more than one kind of really dangerous reptile that they called dragons, like Komodo dragons.
Right, Komodo dragons.
Giant lizard, they call it a dragon, right? Crocodiles, dragons. The question is whether or not one of them actually flew. Because we know that pterodactyls were a real thing. And if pterodactyls... I mean,
they probably were real then.
Nah. I think it's probably something like that. You know, some kind of like enormous bird-type creature.
Okay, we all heard what Joe Rogan said. And I can't just believe it. Did Joy Behar really just try to discredit Joe Rogan because he's into dragons? Wow. How low can these ladies go? You know, first of all, I would like to say dragons, they are really, really awesome. Who wouldn't, or who doesn't love a good mythical creature? Everybody does. It was on every culture. I mean, this just shows how desperate these people are, and they can't really attack Joe Rogan's actual argument, so they resort to fun making in his interest. This is really pathetic. It's beautiful. But no, let's just break this down, right? So you know really what's going on. Let's just break everything down. According to the view, they are the bastion of truth, the arbiters of facts, and they claim to triple check everything, unlike those pesky social media influencers like us, even though we make parody of them actually being hypocrites. But I mean, you remember when they said the Covington kids were actually the aggressors? Or when they claimed that the Hunter Biden's laptop was Russian disinformation? The list goes on and on and on, and now they are coming after Joe Rogan. Really? This is a guy who literally has experts from all walks of life in his show to discuss a variety of topics, and many young people are interested in that. So Rogan doesn't claim to have all the answers most of the time, and he usually encourages open discussion and debate. That was why Kamala Harris could not go there for a presidential interview, but Trump went. So it shows you how transparent Joe Rogan is, right? And somehow it's apparently some kind of a threat to this fragile narrative of these mainstream media puppets, I'll call them. But think about it. They want to really silence anyone who challenges their worldview, and they need you to be glued to their channel, but just be there blindly consuming their propaganda. But we are not falling for it. Not us in Wakanda. We've been saying this a long time ago, but the Americans have also awakened right up. But the Americans are also awake right now. They have seen it for what it is. But I kept on telling them for a long time now. Come on, how can they treat you guys like babies? Can't you see what is going on? That's why when my fellow Wakandans, they see clips like this, they're like, are Americans this crazy? Well, about 50% of them, like according to these clips. I'm not saying so, I'm allegedly. I'm just trying to draw my own opinion according to the clips I'm saying. So don't drag me to court. But well, anyway, we know Joe Rogan is at the forefront of this movement, and he has given voice to the voiceless, and also he's challenged the status quo. That's why they don't like him. They want to cancel him. I think the time for canceling is gone. No one is being cancelled anymore. No matter what you do, forget it. Everyone says it for what it is. But I encourage everyone to keep on listening to Joe Rogan, and you have to keep questioning everything. Maybe like some of us, you make parody of it just to laugh, but we all see the hypocrisy, right? All of you can see through all what we are trying to do here. Yep, we report the news, we report certain things that go wild on the internet. But at the end of the day, yeah, sometimes to pass across your message, you must be try to be funny or try to laugh at it. But everyone, you have to make sure everyone understands what you're trying to pass through in your message. That's why I keep on telling you, we Wakandans don't want to come to America. The Mexico line is too dangerous now. We are happy right here we are. So take it easy. Anyway, this is Black Coffee, and I hope Joy Behar is the next one reading that legal note in the next session, because all what she said was completely false. I've watched the clip myself. You've watched it. You make your own decision. That's my own personal opinion. That's it. Black Coffee signing out from Wakanda. Cheers.